Welcome back to DeFi Tactics. Remember, this is not financial advice. Do not make any financial decisions based on my word alone. Always do your own research. With that said, today we're going to discuss the Flare network launch as far as dates, timelines, and expected token distribution. We're going to talk about OracleSwap's first example of on-chain governance on the Songbird network, as well as the release of 2 updated NFT marketplaces. Let's get to it. We're going to look through a blog posted on the Flare Network site. The Flare Network audit was performed by Trail of Bits, is now complete, and passed with no vulnerabilities. Flare's mainnet genesis will occur on or shortly after July 11, 2022, subsequent to a final audit of the token distribution smart contract code taking place the week of July 4th. The Flare network will launch in observation mode, which will last for a minimum of 8 weeks until the point at which sufficient validation power has passed to external validators such that Flare Foundation is no longer in control of the network, i.e., no more than 33% of validation power is controlled by Flare. During observation mode, and this is key, inflation rewards shall be 0 in order to not to prejudice participants. Furthermore, the network state may be rolled back at any time. The main point is that during observation mode, if there's an issue found, the network can be rolled back to Genesis. Upon exiting observation mode, the initial token distribution of 15% will take place. It is at this point that self-custody token recipients will be able to access and use their tokens, and that exchanges can distribute the tokens to their users. This is crucial because during observation mode, the network can be rolled back. This means that any tokens swapped for cash or any other tokens during this time period would in effect cancel out. The remaining distribution will start subsequent to a governance vote. This is referring to the 2.5% to 3% distributed every month after for about 36 months. The vote will take place on Flare at the earlier event where either 75% of the initial distribution is capable of voting or 6 months from the public token distribution have elapsed. Moving on to OracleSwap and their first example of on-chain governance on the Songbird network. For those of you unaware, OracleSwap is a new DEX that is launched, or decentralized exchange, that is launched on the Songbird network. The basics of OracleSwap are, it is a decentralized exchange, you can provide liquidity, and then farm profit token, or PRO. We will get deeper into OracleSwap and all the functions and how to earn and all the passive income opportunities presented in a later video. This first example of on-chain governance is an attempt to alter the distribution mechanism of the profit token, specifically different allocations to different pools. In brief, the proposal was to raise the allocation of rewards for the Profit Wrap Songbird token pair in the master profit farm from 14% of the allocation to 18%. Now, in order to vote, actors must sacrifice 1 Oracle token and 1 profit token to cast their votes. Voters will send 1 of each token to a wallet address that is specifically set up for this vote. There will be 2 wallets set, a wallet for yes and a wallet for no, and voting will be concluded on July 4th, 12 p.m. PDT. After the conclusion of the voting period, the tokens will be sent to a dead or burn address, meaning all tokens sent in this vote will be burned, and thus the supply decreased. This infographic here displays the proposed changes to the different farm pools on the master profit farm. As you can see, some things to highlight are that down here, the Canary Songbird pool will have its allocation percentage decreased down to 0. Additionally, SFIN, XFI, and COOT will all have their percentage of profit token of the 100% daily minted decreased all by 1%. This is where that increase in the Pro Wrap Songbird, Pro Oracle, and Oracle Songbird is coming from. Last thing on the subject is actually how to vote. As we discussed earlier, you need to send 1 Pro and 1 Oracle to one of the addresses for the vote. I will leave a link for this Medium article in the description of this video, and you can go there and then highlight, copy, and paste the actual address so there's no error when typing an address in and sending Oracle or Profit to the wrong address. So if voting yes for the proposal on the Pro Songbird reward rates, you will want to send it to this top address here that I've double highlighted. And if you want to vote no on this proposal, then you will send your Oracle and your Profit token to the address down below. So in summary, a higher percentage of Pro token will be minted daily and sent as rewards to the Pro Songbird, Oracle Songbird, and Oracle Pro farms, whereas they will decrease from the Coot Songbird, XFi Songbird, SFin Songbird, and CNYX Songbird farms. If you're getting anything out of this video, I'd appreciate it if you hit that like and subscribe button and left me a comment in the comment section below. Last thing I want to touch base on are the 2 NFT marketplaces available on the Songbird network. NFTSO is a brand new marketplace that was launched on June 25th. Sparkle's NFT Marketplace has been active in trading for a while. However, they upgraded and migrated to Sparkle's 2.0, or their beta version of this platform. Both of these marketplaces have a lot more enhanced features than the original Sparkle's NFT Marketplace. So this is the NFTSO NFT Marketplace splash page. As you can see, it kind of throws out a couple of different NFT collections right out in front. If we scroll down, we can see the latest listed, the different collections we can sift on through. Scrolling down a little bit farther, we've got the end of the page. Going back to the top, if we want to search different NFT projects, we can search by ERC 721. Scrolling down, all of them are listed right there. We can also search ERC 1155. And then they have featured NFT collections, which we can see are listed under the Features tab. So here we are on the Bored Ape Songbird collection on the NFTSO Marketplace. A couple things to notice. We've got the statistics listed at the top right here. We also have all the NFTs on the bottom here. And then the key thing is the filters on the left-hand side. We can now go through and filter based on the different traits of the NFTs to narrow down the search as to the specific NFT we're looking to buy. If we go to the oven room, we can see that this is where we are going to get our generator NFTs and actually utilize those. The Bored Ape Songbird NFT collection used this feature where you could sift through the different traits and shuffle if you did not like the Bored Ape that you received during your first minting. You could keep shuffling and shuffling until you got an ape that you'd like. Well, this process is going to be used for the Anonymous Astronauts NFT collection. Next, we've got the Sparkle's NFT beta version, or Sparkle's 2.0. Again, this has kind of a splash page listed. It's got a hot list coming out. Still has the dark theme. Well, I've got the dark theme listed on here for the actual vibe and theme of the site. If we scroll down, we can see different collections, and we're at the bottom. We can click Explore All Collections here. One thing I do think is very cool about this splash page is that it separates or categorizes the different NFTs. So you can click All. That'll give us a list of all. We click Explore All and look at all these NFTs. Oh man, so many to buy, right? But then you can also go down to specifically art, right? Or utility, right? Metaverse, photography, gaming, all of these different categories of NFTs we can sift through. Now, one thing to highlight is actually clicking on an NFT. So one thing specific about these new marketplaces is clicking an actual collection. We can see these statistics here. The highest sale for one of these Sparkle Genesis collections was 12,500 Songbird. A floor price right now of 2.2 thousand. We got the total market cap how many items are in the collection, how many owners there are, and the total volume. I think this information is very good when deciding which NFTs to purchase and not. Scrolling down a little farther, we can actually see the NFTs listed, and then we have this filter on the left-hand side. And this is what was not present in the last NFT version or the alpha version. We can now sift by traits, the different backgrounds, the beaks for this specific collection, and we can look not for sale, for sale. We can filter in a max price and a minimum price. So let's say 3,000, and we'll go up and let's say a max of 4,000. We can now see that there are 5 Sparkles Genesis NFTs that are listed. Another thing that is very cool about this is you can place in offers. As you see on these 2 in the middle and 1 on the right hand side, they've got top offers listed. So now we can put in offers on an NFT without having to buy it at the market rate. So that's about it for this video. I just wanted to go through, touch base on the Flare launch. I wanted to touch base on the OracleSwap first instance of on-chain governance on the Songbird network. And lastly, I wanted to touch base with the 2 new NFT marketplaces that we have. As always, it's nice to be important, but it's more important to be nice. We'll catch you next time on DeFi Tactics. Now, while it didn't happen during the Songbird network launch, at any time if you had swapped tokens and swapped for money or something, so the allocation, this infographic here highlights the proposed changes of a floor price right now of 22.